chosen ones, empaths, because the narcissists had us under such a spell when they were with us, right? And we did love so purely, so wholeheartedly, and, you know, the amount of love that we gave is innumerable, right? The narcissist, even after the relationships ended, doesn't accept that we don't want them back. And they may have even had clear signs, like we may have rejected their hoovers, we may have even gone supernova and told them about themselves. They don't want to accept it. And the reason they don't want to accept that we don't want them back is because they can't actually believe that they lost something so valuable. You know, losing something of value can really hurt you. It can really hurt you badly. And we, as empaths and chosen ones, not just to the narcissist, but to the world, we're high value, right? We've got a lot to offer. But to the narcissist, we're a potent source of supply. And they just cannot rationalize and accept that we no longer want them in our lives. They cannot accept it. It makes them turn obsessed. I've seen it, you know, like in my own journey, back in the early days, after the breakup and stuff, before I awoken to narcissistic abuse and stuff, I was on dating apps and I'd gone supernova and told them about themselves, done the court, everything, saw them in court, saw them lie, didn't even look at them, didn't want nothing to do with them, right? And I'm on dating apps and I'm talking to someone, then they're revealing it's them, really. So after they went to police, lied about me, got fake allegations put on me, nearly sent me to prison, here's me just trying to get on with my life. Like, yeah, it was a bad mistake. I was trying to rush too early into new relationships and stuff. It was a bad mistake, but we all do it. Like, here they are sitting there on their computer somewhere, probably in a dark room, pretending to be another female, like a little weirdo. And it's because they can't accept that I don't want them. They still remember the days, you know, they still remember the so-called good days when they had us under their thumb and we done everything they wanted and we pleased them and satisfied them. They still think of those days. You know, this is why the narcissist can sometimes utter some of the most hurtful stuff towards you. And it's like, you've really got to take it with a pinch of salt. And like I say, not a pinch of salt, a whole bucket of salt. Because they don't remember these things afterwards. This fades from their psyche. It fades from their brain. All of the bad times or the BS and the drama that they were spewing out their mouths to end the relationship or to discard you, or the arguments you were getting in, they don't remember that afterwards. Trust me, they only remember the good times, and they remember that potent source of supply that you were. They remember the beginning days. And I know this to be true because even the narcissist uttered out of their mouths, they said, oh, I wish it could be like it was at the beginning. And the reason they wanted to wish it like it could be at the beginning is because I was so asleep at the beginning, and now I'm awake. Now I was more awake. I wasn't fully awake, but I was more awake, you know. I wasn't even awakened to narcissistic abuse, but I was awake to know that I'm dealing with a toxic trash bag, right? So, you know, these lot are stubborn. You know, you can tell them 100 times, listen, I don't want to be with you. But they'll still wish for that 101 time just for you to let your guard down and let them back in. Because they know how much havoc they can cause if they do get back in beneath your barriers. If they get through your barriers and your walls that you put up and all your defense mechanisms, if they do get in somehow and you do let them back in, it's destruction. They're coming back for destruction. Anytime a narcissist comes back after a relationship, it's coming back to finish you off because the job they done, they didn't succeed in. Right? That's why they come back. You see, the narcissist was there misleading me to form a bond. When you look at it very specifically, they were making me form a bond with someone virtually online. Just a slight bond. But thinking I'm resonating with someone and conversing with someone. Only for it to be them. Another mask that they're wearing. You know. So, this is what they've tried to do to me numerous times. This happened numerous times. So much so, I actually got off dating apps in general. But, the narcissist doesn't want to accept that you don't want them. They can't accept it. And it's through their own destructive behavior. Their own destructive behavior has led to the end of the relationship. No doubt, you know. And then they still want to sit there like, but why don't you want me though? You know, in their minds. They may not say that to you, but in their minds, they'll be like, but why doesn't he want me? Why doesn't she want me though? And it's like, we don't want you because you're scum. We don't want you because you're dusty. We don't want you because you slept with half the town now. Go away from me. You know what I mean? Get out of me. Get away from me. We don't want you now. You know what I'm saying? None of us want you now. We don't want you now. All right? And, you know, for those that are still caught in their feelings, I've been there. So I'm not knocking you now. You know, there was a time when I still desired to be with them. There was a time when I still wished we could be together. And I know how you feel, but I promise you, you've got brighter things ahead of you than them. There's actually a lot more to bring to the earth. And it's not even just in the relationship form. You've got some hidden jewels within you that you can bring your stamp to the earth. There's some skills that you've got that yet you've got to bring into fruition. And you'll develop these skills, and you'll find your meaning, and you'll find your purpose, and you'll also, you know, we'll find someone that we can settle down with too, you know, if that's what you want to do, you know, because I'm taking some time out now, but I will eventually get to the point where I do want to settle down and I do want to be with someone. But I feel like for the moment, me abstaining is building my strength somewhat, you know. I was very, you know, even how we got into the relationships to begin with, I didn't really get into the relationship with the narcissist for a serious reason. It was more or less because I wanted a relationship. Like, and I think that was the wrong attitude that I had, and it's part of the reason why I settled with a dusty. Like, even though I didn't think they were dusty at the time, now I know they're dusty. They are dusty. But, like, it was the wrong intentions, you know. I should want to form a friendship or a bond and actually connect with someone really spiritually, like. And they did mislead me to make me think that I was connecting with them with this bond and stuff like that. They did mislead me to make me believe that as well. But, you know, the narcissist will forever not accept that you don't want them. Forever. It's going to go on. Like, you can reject them so many times, and it will hurt. It will cause narcissistic injuries. It will make them go quiet for a while, but they'll pop back out. I've heard of hoovers after 27 years and crazy numbers in the comments, even exceeding 27 years. I've seen people write comments that they've got hoovered after that amount of time, and it shows the impact we had on their lives. Yeah, they go off on their little journey on the carousel, and they go and sleep around with loads of people, and they think they can return to us. But I promise you, do not let someone back in your life after they've been with someone else. Do not. Do you know what? That is a video idea. I could go into more depth. Yeah, do not let people back in to your life. Sorry, people. After they're with someone else. yeah, I can go into that in quite a lot of depth about reasons why and stuff. But honestly, you deserve better. You shouldn't be someone's allowed to just let them bounce back off someone else back to you. You know, they've made all these mistakes and they come back to you, and it's you know, there's the risk of STDs and there's risk of all sorts, and it's like soul ties. There's numerous reasons why you shouldn't allow it, but you know, the narcissist will not accept that you don't want them. They will pursue you. They will continue to hoover you. They will continue to stalk you virtually. They will continue to watch online. The narcissist will never accept that you don't want them. They just will never accept it. And maybe it's their stubbornness. Maybe it's their ego. Like, they don't think highly of themselves. So it's not because they think they're God's gift. I think it's because they've got us so conditioned and brainwashed that we only want them. And like, the last person I actually want on earth, and I wouldn't even go with, is the narcissist now. You know, like, seriously, I've said it many times before. If God said to me, Zion, you need to mate with the narcissist because there's no one else in the world now, everyone's gone and it's only you two left, I would say no. Seriously, I would say no. Not like I'm trying to be bad against God or whatever, but I'm sure God understands the reasons why I would say no. There's absolutely no way I could be back with them. So just understand that the narcissist will not accept that you don't want them back, and this will go off into the future, you know. Maybe it makes them feel better. Maybe it makes them feel better, you know. Maybe that's what it's down to. They need to feel okay, and thinking that you want them makes them feel that tad little bit better. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, a spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.